So I know too many photographers, videographers, and just content creators who are guilty of doing this. They take all these amazing photos and videos and special moments. We may release one or two on social media or on our websites, but we have a hard drive full of stuff that will never see the light of day. And I'm guilty of this, but today it all changes. That's why I'm going to release a 3-part series vlog about my trip to Tokyo, some of the people that I got a chance to interview, and just my journey through the Japanese capital. I know you will enjoy it. I enjoyed it myself, and I want you all to travel with me as I go through Tokyo and create passport destination. The trip starts in New York, right? And I'm supposed to go from New York to Chicago, and then my final destination is Tokyo NRT's airport. I like catching these early morning flights because I feel like there's a rush and I get to think about my trip and also take my time as I travel. So this is my last stop, which is Chicago. After Chicago, I go to Tokyo, land there. You know, as I'm in Chicago, I'm so excited because when I land in Tokyo, my first interview of Passport Destination is with a guy named King Akuma. He's a world famous architect. Time magazine named him one of the most influential people of 2021. Keep in mind, he was the only architect on that list. I've been looking at his stuff for years and I'm highly impressed by some of the textures that he uses, and also seeing what the buildings mean to that local society is what really impressed me about some of King Akuma's architectural work. And as I'm excited, as my anticipation is going to interview one of my favorite architects, you would never believe the unthinkable happens. My flight gets delayed, not just 1 hour, not 2 hours, but a whole 24 hours. And so it's unfortunate that I'm going to miss King Akuma's interview. But in my mind, I'm thinking, how can I get a hold of him? I know he's a busy guy. We actually rescheduled the interview for a later date. I won't be in Tokyo that time. But hey, as long as I get him in Passport Destination, that's almost like a dream come true. So I finally make it to Tokyo and hit the train station. And as I'm on the train, I'm always thinking about like the people who weren't able to make it, like my friends, my family, and people I don't even know. So as I'm on the train, I'm thinking about how am I going to capture the content? What kind of unique ways am I going to capture photos and videos of my trip? You know, sometimes I overthink, but I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me let it play out. Let me see how I feel when I get there. And if I think of something different on the spot, I'm going to do that because, like I said, I always want people to vicariously travel through my content, even if they've been there before or if they haven't. I still want people to look at a photo and picture themselves there and create this story in their minds of how they're going to experience this trip. So I finally make it to Tokyo. It's more than what I expected, even from my first night there. So I spent most of my time in Ginza. There are a lot of high-end shops and a lot of people kind of walking around and enjoying themselves. And I wanted to capture that feeling and that vibe of that area. Definitely a place I would go to, especially if I took my family or friends over there. Like this would be the first stop just because it was my first stop and the impression it had on me. I love seeing people just live life abroad. So before I went to sleep, I had to make it a priority to capture the moment of being in Ginza that night. So here are some of the photos that I took. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's more content coming on the YouTube channel. Look forward to seeing you guys and traveling with you all in the next video. Peace.